Hey folks, CA Rachana Ranade here and I welcome you all to yet another shoot and release video. And today's video is also super duper important because today we are going to talk about something which everyone is literally talking about, which is about the Jio BlackRock announcements. We are going to understand about what are the announcements. Can they really be disruptors in this space? Could that lead to a threat for their competition or not? We are going to talk about that. We are going to talk about you as an investor of some mutual fund. Should you even think about switching your mutual fund portfolio from whatever mutual fund house you are investing in or whichever mutual fund scheme you are investing in to a scheme which could, of course, which will be introduced in the future by Jio BlackRock. And number 3, if you are a shareholder or if you are looking at Jio Finance from a technical analysis perspective, has this stock bottomed out or not? 3 important questions to answer. So, I am going to quickly repeat one more time. Are they potentially going to disrupt this space and kill their competitors? Number 2, as a mutual fund investor, what should you do? And number 3, if you are looking at this stock as a share investment, what should you be looking at? Has it bottomed out or not? All these 3 points we are going to check out today. Extremely important video, but the big important fact, as I always keep on telling, is it's a shoot and release video. So please don't forget to check out the link in the pinned comment, and so don't forget to check out the pinned comment and the description box. If I've fumbled upon something, I'm going to do the corrections there. And before we move on, a quick shout out for my Har Ghar Investor event, which is going to happen in Pune in Pimpri Chinchwad. It's going to happen on the 22nd of June. 10:45 AM. You can see all the details here, and a very important detail here. It is in Marathi, and the bookings have recently started. So I would love to see you all there. We are going to talk about my Nifty 50 target. I'm going to talk about some key points like how can you create wealth in the long term using some tweaks like step up SIP. How much difference does a step up SIP create as compared to a normal SIP? How much funds could one typically need for retirement? So many things we are going to learn. These are just 2-3 points that I mentioned. In addition to that, of course, we do a lot of fun because everything is done in a gamified way. A lot of selfies and so much more fun, right? So don't forget to book your seat right away. The links are there in the pinned comment and in the description box. Let's move back to our Jio Finance discussion. Right. So let me share my data and let me tell you some important points about will Jio BlackRock disrupt India's 67 trillion mutual fund industry. First and foremost, this number itself is heartwarming. Good, we have reached a stage where our entire mutual fund industry has gone to the tune of 67 trillion rupees, right? What do we need to understand? I hope if you're tracking this stock of late, this stock has climbed up almost 6 to 8% in the last 1 week, and of course because of some news that came up about this company. First and foremost, everyone knows that Jio BlackRock Asset Management, they got a SEBI approval on 26th of May 2025. One more important announcement that was made yesterday, that is on the 9th of June, was about their announcement of their executive leadership, including CEO Sid Swaminathan, key hires like Amit Bhosle, who is the CRO, and Amol Pai, who is the CTO. So I just happened to see a few LinkedIn posts as well. They have tried to make it look like pretty big announcements, photographs, that he's our Mr. Amit, who is the CRO, Mr. Amol, who is the CTO, Mr. Swaminathan, CEO, all nice LinkedIn posts I saw. Plus, they have also launched or they have rolled out an early access website ahead of the product launch. So, what I feel is they are creating some good buzz that kuch to ho raha hai. Because those who have invested in Jio Finance, they are like, when will they start their true business? When are they going to start the AMC business? When are they going to go full into NBFC business and broking business? They have all things in place. They have good plans. They have big plans. But when are they going to start is what all the shareholders are looking at. And I think such kind of announcements definitely bring in a lot of buzz, right? Mr. Sid Swaminathan also mentioned that this new JV puts it that we are here to deliver institutional grade investing to every Indian through digital first innovation. So I think this actually goes like my tagline, Har Ghar Investor is what maybe they are planning, that they are wanting to tap into every Indian who Through what? Through the digital first innovation. For those who are comparatively new, Jio BlackRock, by the way, is a 50-50% JV. So just for you to understand some basics, it's a 50-50% joint venture. We'll also understand the strengths of Jio and BlackRock. Now, what is BlackRock's biggest strength? See, BlackRock is has a global investment expertise. They have a huge AUM abroad, okay, global investment expertise, and also a good leading risk management technology. So, in simple words, they know the business of investing, they know the business of minimizing risks and trying to maximize returns, correct? But unfortunately, they are not sure about how to reach millions and billions of Indians. And that is where Jio says, hum hai na. Jio has the digital reach, they have the knowledge of the local market, and that is how I think they have this amazing combination. One has the investment expertise, the risk management expertise, the other says, acha product banao, we will deliver it to the market. That is what is one of the big strengths of this entire JV. They aim to provide innovation, affordable, provide innovative, affordable and easily accessible investment solutions for the people of India. That's what they have mentioned, right? Now, many people also want to know about this, that what is so special about their global investment expertise, how are they managing the risks. So, for that they also have a very nice platform or a nice technology is what I can say, which is called as Aladdin. It's one of their cutting edge investment and risk management systems. So, I've just given an example here. How can you think about Aladdin? Aladdin is like Google Maps. So, whenever you are following Google Maps, what does it say? Okay, this is the fastest route. Okay. Similarly, Aladdin can say that, okay, this is where you can make the best returns, comparison wise. On the flip side, Google Maps can say, okay, there is a dangerous turn ahead, or let us say there are some construction works going ahead. It could lead to more delays, traffic congestion ahead, whatever. So, that talks about the risks. Similarly, Aladdin as a technology will tell you, okay, these are the risks which are involved here. So, they have a very good technology base, and what does Aladdin as a technology do? It crunches data, flags danger and helps fund managers make smarter and faster decisions. Okay. So, I hope till now what have you understood is, first and foremost, Aladdin, first and foremost they have made a JV, 50-50 JV. BlackRock has its own expertise, Jio Finance has its own expertise, JFSL has its own expertise, and together they are trying to build the synergies and disrupt this entire space. Okay. Now, you have understood their strength, okay, but question is that will their competitors just end up losing or what? If you ask me, my personal suggestion is no. Because right now there is so much scope for improvement. See, if I were to build an analogy for brokers, what happened is that when discount brokers came into picture, they did not eat up the share of full service brokers. What discount brokers did is that they created a new market segment, and that is where they penetrated first. So, what they did was they increased the TAM. TAM is the total addressable market, and that is how they became big, not by eating the share of the existing full service brokers. I feel the same thing can happen here in the mutual fund space as well. Even if they were to disrupt the market, they may find newer and newer audiences to cater to, and that is how the total addressable market itself will increase. And I don't think that they are going to eat up big time and competition will be killed and this, that. I personally don't feel that this will happen at the outset, right? But on what basis I am saying that they will capture newer audience and there are so many more people to tap into the space? There is data for that. I have taken this data from Amphi website. Now, if you see, typically what is done is to check whether mutual fund AMC is, so total overall AMC is, sorry, I am saying AMC, AUM is what I intended to say, sorry, asset under management, whether that's a big number or not. I can't compare A asset under management versus B asset under management. No, typically it is done as a ratio. So, typically AUM is compared to GDP. Now, if you see here, our AUM to GDP ratio was 12.6%, dropped a little bit, was similar at 14-15, and in March 2024, it rose to 18.2%, which was like the highest. If you are very happy with 18.2, by the way, latest data that I got was March 2025 data, and that is 19.9%, which is again amazing. You should be like, wow, 19.9% mutual fund AUM to GDP. Wait, compare with USA. This is 2024 data now. USA का AUM to GDP is 131%. If their GDP is 100, their AUM of the whole country, of the people, of the institutions all put together is 131. Canada 90.5, Brazil 77.5, वहाँ पे that's where we are 18.2. Okay, I hope you're understanding. This is the world average is also at 74 and we are at 18. So that is the reason why I'm trying to tell you that even if Jio BlackRock brings in some revolution, I don't think they're going to kill the competition right away. They will in fact make the market bigger and will be more than happy to see this happen. Okay, so I hope you have understood point number 1, how they can create a space for themselves. There's a big addressable market yet to be tapped into. Number 2, if you were a mutual fund investor, what should you be doing? I forgot one more point that I was going to talk about. A quick point, I'll quickly handle this and then we'll go on to what should you do as an investor. Can they disrupt this space like telecom? So a little bit difficult because it's a tightly regulated space. Of course, everyone knows SEBI regulating this whole space. So the normal price war tactics may not apply. If SEBI feels that this is something which should not be done, they can put a restriction there. So it might not be as similar as what they did in telecom, just a pass by reference point. Now what should you do as a mutual fund investor? Okay, I'll give you a very simple example. Many people feel that the moment they come up with some mutual fund scheme, should I shift my existing SIPs to their, wait, don't be in such a big hurry. I'll give you a simple example. Okay, I'll talk about myself. Out of whatever SIPs I have, one SIP definitely I have in a Nifty 50 index mutual fund and it belongs to ABC mutual fund. Okay, ABC mutual fund house, whatever. Now, if I were to take a decision of switching my Nifty 50 mutual fund SIP from that mutual fund to BlackRock's mutual fund, I'll check 2 parameters. Number 1, is their expense ratio less? And number 2, is the tracking error less? If I see that there's a drastic difference in both, then of course I will think about switching from my existing scheme to from my existing mutual fund scheme to maybe BlackRock's scheme. Okay, so don't just jump into it. Think about basic points, think about risks, think about returns, what is the minimum SIP amount. There are so many points to look into and then take a final decision. Please don't be in a hurry. Okay, now comes the ultimate question, that if you are thinking about this stock from an investing perspective, then what should you be checking? So I'm just going to quickly switch on Google Keep so that I can show you some drawing. All right, drawing is not available. Very good. Okay, now have a look at this. Typically, when can you understand whether a stock has bottomed out or not? Let's say and you feel that this is the bottom. No, there is a possibility that it can go like this, and you feel this is the bottom. There is a possibility that it can go like this. So bottom can't be understood while it is a bottom. Bottom can be understood after the bottom has already happened. Okay, so assume that there is a stock which is in a continuous downward trend. Then you see some sort of sideways trend. Okay, let's say there is a double bottom formation pattern, and then you see that there is a breakout and there is a retest and there is a bounce. Now what has happened? Downtrend, why? A high, a lower high, a lower high, a lower high, a lower high, a similar high, a similar high, a higher high, right? Low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, similar low, higher low. And now you can see from similar low, similar high, it has now shifted to a higher high, higher low. Now when this happens, and you can also see that there is a retest, classic case. In such a case, you can say that ideally bottom is done, because from here we can say that maybe it can start a uptrend. What you have to do as a homework, I would have showed the chart of Jio Finance, I would have loved to do that, but you know the problems, SEBI, I can't show the last 3 months data. So what you have to do is that you have to check whether Jio Finance has completed a sequence of downturn. Can you see some sort of consolidation? Can you see that there is some sort of uptrend which is coming? If yes, then you may say that yes, there is a chance that it has bottomed out. I want you all to tell me in the comment section what you feel, whether Jio Finance has bottomed out or not, and then you can say what majority people are saying, yes or no. Right. So I hope you have understood and enjoyed this discussion on Jio Finance. We did start with what is so special about this BlackRock and Jio ka partnership. We also understood about if you are a mutual fund investor, what should you be doing. If you are a stock market investor, then what should you be doing. We tried to answer all these 3 questions. I hope you enjoyed this short and sweet video. If you did, please don't forget to share this video with your friends. Please don't forget to smash the like button. Please don't forget to check out the links in the description and pinned comment below. If you are from Pune or Pimpri Chinchwad or nearby, I'll see you soon on the 22nd. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.